bottom part, when we divide, can we have clarinet 2, trumpet 1, and oboe 1? And then on the top of the second line, can we have clarinet 1 and guitar? On the bottom of the second line, can we have alto saxes, trumpet 2, bassoon, clarinet 3, and oboe 2? On the third line, can we have on the top horn, trumpet 3, tenor sax, and trombone 1? There's only one trombone. And on the bottom, can we have bass clarinet, euphonium, and tuba? Did I forget anyone?
I don't think you said tenor.
Or did you? The top of the third one.
Pay attention, Darby. Come on. Anyway,
Yes.
for trumpet 1, you said the top line.
Yes, the top line, and then when we divide, I want you to play the bottom line.
Okay. Cool.
Is there a reason you're not using your left hand?
It makes me feel a little robotic, so I'm ready.
Your left hand does?
Yes. I will use it later then.
Oh yes, definitely, but let's use it now. And who can tell her why? Chris?
As though you're holding the band's tone with your left hand.
Okay, that's one way to think of it. It's a good way to start two hands. You're communicating with both halves of the ensemble. You're symmetrical. The left hand can show something that the right hand doesn't show. I mean, I think the right hand can show everything if you know how to use it at times. But the left hand can show, and I agree with what was just said, richness, lushness, which this piece needs. Okay? But if you're symmetrical, both are up, then if you don't want to use it, you can bring it down. Okay? It'll also help you take a bigger breath. And you have a beautiful left hand. Why wouldn't you want to use that? To play the clarinet, how long do you hold your breath before you blow the air out when you play a clarinet? Pardon me?
Not very long.
So you do hold your breath some?
No.
You don't? Is this a trick question?
I don't know.
What you just did was hold your breath. So I would play the clarinet. So take the air like you're going to play, and then let it out like you're going to play. Don't make an embouchure or articulate anything, but feel that in, out, and no holding of breath. Because if you start holding your breath as a conductor, they're going to start holding their breath, which is really not good. Okay? Good. So don't think about the embouchure, just think about the air, and then you're going to be fine.
I can tell that you really are listening. You're hearing everything that's coming. But facially and physically, I don't see you responding to what you like and so what I'd like to see this time, next time through, is as you are listening, respond to what you like in some way. It can be just very simple, subtle, but just show through your expression that I like that. And it could also be something maybe that you don't like, like, or whatever. But I'd like to see some reaction from you to what you're hearing.
Let's just work on that. Let's just work on response. So, you want to do the beginning? Showing upbeat to 1, 3, 4, and 1, which is not wrong. But it's not trusting. Remember what we did with the band yesterday, getting both conductors to really trust, and I thought they did fancy. Didn't they do wonderful?
Yes.
They improved so much, they grew so much, the ensemble grew, it was wonderful. So 3, 4, and 1, that's risky. Okay, that's risky. The way you're doing it is safe, which is not wrong.
I'm trying to do something else, but am I allowed to say it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to speed up, like, at measure 9, okay? Okay.
Okay.
So I'm trying to give, like, an extra thing. But then I got confused when you were doing it with me.
Oh, I
So-
see.
Okay.
Well, here's an idea. Think about this. Maybe the upbeat is in this tempo, and then the music starts to move ahead maybe here. Because if it moves ahead right away, that might feel awkward. Usually time is a rubber band. I got you. Time is a rubber band, okay? If it stretches like this, sorry, it'll break, and Braden will have a heart attack, okay? So we don't want that to happen, okay? Now, notebook. This is something that I'm seeing Larynn do. Have you practiced conducting this with a recording? Yes, I can tell. Don't do that.
How can you tell?
I'm going to tell you right now I can tell. There's several who know. You guys are going to tell them how you can tell. I want to put you on the spot.
If you conduct with a recording, which I'll
Just don't-
disagree,
don't do
I
that.
do occasionally to practice, but if you do conduct with a recording, you get assimilated to hearing what the recording is playing, and you don't hear what the actual ensemble's playing in front of you.
Exactly. And do you notice that she's thinking, she's giving cues, it looks choreographed. You're about to say that, right? Yeah. You need stronger coffee. It looks choreographed.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't gonna word it that way, but.
and as a result, it's a little superficial. It's a little superficial. So what I would do is not conduct recordings of the music that you're going to conduct in class, but like we discussed before, conduct 2 recordings and use a full score in front of a mirror and practice 20 ways to show a crescendo. Practice 20 ways to show diminuendo. Practice 20 ways to show staccato, legato, marcato. Practice that in a mirror with the recordings, and not just one, but several, so that one interpretation doesn't get banged in your mind. And realize that that nobody is following you. You're actually following a recording, which is bad. Because then, and you're going to say this too, as you're conducting, the tempo is not steady here. So a really good way to practice is with a metronome on the subdivisions. Have it really quiet. A metronome really quiet on the subdivisions regarding of the piece that you're doing, so that you start to internalize that subdivided pulse. Okay? Do something else?
Can you, when you're all by yourself someplace, this music, can you sing the music so you know the music well enough if you can just sing it? And then when you're singing it, can you just physically move to it? Kind of like almost like impromptu dance or something like that? So if you can do that, if you know the music well enough that you can sing it, and your body knows how it naturally wants to move to it, which will give you some hints about possible gestures that you might use, you don't need to look at the score. 80% of the time you're looking down at the score. Next time you do this, don't look at the score at all. Trust yourself that you know the music. And if you trust yourself, that trust will be felt by everyone. Make sense?
And it'll be appreciated by everybody. Very good. Other comments, please?
So I noticed that you were trying to move the band forward a little bit near one, but when I saw it, I was kind of just like, oh, her tempo's speeding up. Like, it didn't feel like we were moving forward, it just felt like your tempo might be a little uneven.
Yeah.
So I guess what I mean to say is you gotta like demand it from the band. Like when you show an accelerando, you like show an accelerando and make sure the band follows you and don't accept no for an answer, because I was just like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna go the tempo that the rest of the band is playing.
I can tell that you're a lot calmer than before, which is great because yay progress, that's something I have to work on too. And we definitely, I think I can say that we all feel it as an ensemble whenever you are calmer, and especially with legato style music like this, it really fits the mood.
Thank you very much. Nice job.